I have a live studio audience. Welcome to the Week in Review from the 15th to 20th of September. I saw the fire trucks go past on my security camera, and Dan was here at 12 o'clock and then here at 4:30.
Yeah.
Love you. Monday morning, specifically for Mandy, nominated Maxine and Bianca for absolutely demolishing Monday's workout. She was so impressed. She drew little love hearts next to your names. Very cute. Thank you, Mandy. I want to see more of that. And then Monday evening, Georgette for absolutely grinding through the double unders and not giving up. Well done, Georgie. Also, Abby's double unders are looking really good, and she should do a weightlifting comp. That's what the notes say. Tuesday morning, shout out to Sammy. Absolutely demolished the workout, finishing it as RX just over 30 minutes. Well done, Sammy. That was very, very impressive. Connor for using absolute brute strength on the farmer's carry and getting it done with absolutely minimal rest. Love that from Connor. He would have made a great pain face as well. Wednesday morning, shout out to Sydney. It says, Sydney is awesome. The person, not the place. I haven't been to Sydney in a while, so couldn't comment on that, but Sydney the person, we love you, Sydney. Wednesday afternoon was dominated by our staff members, Serena and Tommy, who back squatted and front squatted. 115 back squat for Serena, 192.5 back squat for Tommy, 100 kilo front squat for Serena, and 157.5 kilo front squat for Tommy. So those guys are leading the charge in squat numbers, which is very impressive. They're freaks under here. Thursday morning, shout out to Tani for RXing Jackie the workout, and then also to Peter for nailing her kip swings and making them getting a much bigger progress on the kip swing. So well done to Peter. Peter just jumps in leaps and bounds. Thursday afternoon, welcome to Taruni, who came down, who is just moved over from the UK. And well done to Camille, who just started using her kip swing really well as well. And then just on the Taruni, she's looking for a car too. So if anyone has a car they're gonna sell, let me know and we will hook her up. Friday, shout out to Jordan, who just moves so unbelievably well, especially for a tall guy. Super fast, great positions, very well balanced. Well done, Jordan. You should crank up the weights a bit. Don't let your mind stop you. Friday afternoon, well done to Henry, Thomas, and Max for doing the sit-up Tabata. 3 of Laura's kids absolutely smashed it. They're only little, but they have great spirit and were getting involved quite a lot. So that was really nice to see. If you remember, Tommy started when he was 11, and I believe Henry is 11. So that's crazy to think about. Also, shout out to Max for hitting 87.5 kilo push press to 1 push jerk. He couldn't get the second one, but still impressive nonetheless to beat Craigie. Saturday, big shout out to Taylor and Claire, who have just finished their on-ramp, which is awesome. They are super lovely people, really excited. They're gonna come in on Monday morning, and so I'm excited to run them through their first class. I'm very happy for you guys, and if you see them in the gym, make sure you say hello and introduce yourself and get to know them, because they're super nice. Also today, Saturday, shout out to Mandy for absolutely monstering the false grip ring holds, which are super, super hard. She made them look very easy. And then a little special shout out to the Tamara, Serena, Rosie battle that was happening on the platforms of the gym. 2 of those people are behind me right now, and I'm sure they're laughing underneath their breath. They're just complaining about Taylor Swift. Community brat spots. I have one. I forgot to do this yesterday, but I was going to put them up on Instagram so you could reply to them, but I didn't. But Brett was nice enough to send me one anyway. Brett's nominating Ray. Ray strutted back from holidays this week like she never left, bringing her trademark positivity, passion, and badass energy to early mornings. The AM crew's energy hits different with her back in the room. Barwon just isn't the same without a resident spark plug. We love Ray. We'll love you, Ray. I agree. And then on the Facebooks, Cal would like to nominate Tamara for her consistency, dedication to her fitness, and turning up and giving it all she's got. She definitely does do that, regardless of wanting to be there or not. That is strength. There's the thumbnail. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to the guys who came down on bowling Thursday night. It was a highlight of the week and shows the spirit of the CrossFit community. Yes, it does. You spelled CrossFit wrong. And then also Cal added to that, after Tommy's efforts today, I'd also like to nominate him for his smart mouth for a very offensive but hilarious comment he made in relation to recent surgery that I had. You're a grubby little smartass, but somehow I like you more now. From Mr. Caramelli, well done to Tara. Working hard on her lifting technique and hitting some nice numbers on Friday night. I agree, that was pretty impressive. And then Tara said, thank you to Ben, appreciate all the support and guidance. Shout out to you. Aww, it's like a self-serving. And then Mandy, never one to miss a community bright spot. She mentioned the Max and Bianca from Monday, which I already said. And then Flick turning up to do a tough Tuesday session after being sick for a week. That is impressive, actually. It's always hard. And Chantal and Hannah for doing heavy hip thrusts. Yes, I agree. Anyone who does a heavy hip thrust is a winner in my world. Tommy and I mentioned 2 weeks ago that we should shout out all the birthdays coming up, and then I forgot to do it last week, but conveniently I'm going to do it this week. So we have, according to Fitbox, and if your details aren't in there, one birthday coming up this week, which is Tamara. So happy birthday for Monday, the 22nd. I won't say her age, but happy 25th birthday, Tamara. You don't look a day over 25. And there was a couple other birthdays this week, like Macca and whatnot, but we're just going to go forward in the past. We're just going forward, so happy birthday tomorrow. Well done. Hopefully I remember that each week. I have got it in my notes here. A couple things that are on permanently, in case you didn't know. We have Thursday night bowling with the boys, so boys bowling on Thursday night, 5:45 in Belmont. Feel free to get down to that. Everyone welcome that are boys. I mean, chicks can come, but we're just talking shit the whole time, so. Fitbox is still having a fit with these limited membership options. I haven't got a fix yet, I haven't heard back. I'll keep you updated. If it says you can't come, ignore that, just come anyway. And then also, I've been avoiding the next hero workout I've been doing, but I train during the day pretty often. So if you want to get on board the daytime training, Operation Tribute, doing all the hero workouts on my YouTube channel, feel free to join my WhatsApp group, which I'll put up a QR code here. And you can jump in there, and when I chat and I say when I'm doing stuff, and you can jump on board. Well, things just happened. We just had our weightlifting dinner last night, which was super fun, and weightlifting max outs on Wednesday. Loved that position. So that was super fun and way to build the community in that regard. We'll put on some more things like that in the future. Coming up in the immediate future though, we are on school holidays, so I expect to see the 9:15 class getting after it. We have daylight savings coming up, and then the next big thing going on is on the 11th of October, we have the Perfect Comp in Ballarat on the 11th, one-day competition. So if you want to come up to Ballarat and support us, we've got 4 teams in there, I believe, which should be a great fun, big day to be had. After that, looking into the future, there is a hero workout that I want to do that's a while away, but it's typically programmed on the 11th of November, but that's a Tuesday. So perhaps on the November the 8th, which is a Saturday, I think it would be fun to do a community workout of Chad. If you've never done Chad, it's 1,000 box step-ups for time. It's in memory of a guy who committed suicide, and his workout was to just step up on a box in his garage, which is pretty cool in that position. So keep an eye out for that in November. Coming back to October, we're going to run an attendance challenge. And I think last week we said I'd sort out the details, but I didn't do that because I was busy this week. But hey, I'll sort it out at some point. We'll put you into groups. We'll have a little team fun challenge. You can win some prizes. It'll be fun. And we'll also have a couple other things in there to sort of pique your interest. For example, we can put random frames into the week in review, and whoever can send me the code word can win a prize. Then looking further ahead to December 13th, we're going to have a track day with Mandy to learn how to sprint. So if you don't know how to sprint, that is a great way to do that. But it's still a couple months away. And then also I spoke with Tommy, I said, should we do an adventure race again this year? And I thought that would be totally fun. So I definitely think adventure race is in order at some time near December, perhaps on the December 20th, if we're like right at the end of the year, and we'll just call it like maybe an afternoon, or maybe even December 19th. I'll play around with the exact dates, but look forward to that. That was a ton of fun last year. And so we'll try and make it a ton of fun this year again, of using some fitness and getting after it. I think somewhere in the general vicinity would be fun, maybe around the troop loop would be cool, and we'll have a bit of fun with that. So lots of fun things coming up, dialing down the frequency of things in that regard. Ooh, I nearly forgot something. Still in planning, but we should hear about it pretty soon. On the 22nd of November will be that fitness decathlon, which is kind of like a one day, just a casual, we wouldn't call it a comp. I mean, you might win, but we're going to throw down with the Geelong Kettlebell Sport people and have a bit of fun of a day of fitness there as well. This would be a low stakes, low pressure type thing. So look forward to that one, and I'll send more about that. Usually I send out my event stuff on Tuesdays. Looking at programming, nothing too crazy going on. We're just in the spring program. Everything's as normal as it is. We're doing our jumping, we're doing our skilled gymnastics, our weightlifting, all the fun things, our repeat conditioning. I think the programming phase is a ton of fun, and I hope you enjoyed that. I had 2 people say they enjoyed the programming this week, so that was kind of cool. In gymnastics, we've just switched over today to starting on strict ring muscle up work, which is pretty intense. A lot of false gripping work, a lot of pulling, a lot of deep transitional work in the shoulders. So if you're looking to strict ring muscle ups, make sure you get along to that. Weightlifting phase or weightlifting programming starts a new phase starting on Wednesday. So Wednesday 4:15, get after it. Weightlifting phase starts. Feel free to come in, I'll explain it and we'll just start getting into it pretty quick. Additionally to that, Friday's a public holiday coming up this week, so I'm gonna run the Ollie class at 10:30 on Friday this week. So if you want to come in and do weightlifting at 10:30, it's a public holiday, then please do. Hopefully we can't miss too many of these sessions because ideally we hit them all. If you want to do catch-up sessions because you missed a bit, feel free to do them at a later date, just when the gym's open. You're more than welcome to train them in the past. Additionally with Ollie, if you're looking at the programming, it's hard to program only 2 days a week and get everything done. So if you want a little bit extra programming, Serena is practicing her programming skills and filling in the blanks of any other Ollie programming you might do. So if you did want a little bit extra on the Monday, feel free to hit up Serena for, hey, what's the extra bit I'm missing in Ollie program so I can absolutely demolish it. I love that as well. We have North Face jacket and Joel's tie still here. That jacket looks pretty comfy. It might disappear soon. And then IOUs, I'm pretty sure Ebony. I'll quickly check. Yes. So it's just Ebony and Alex. But Alex is away at the moment, so Ebony still only $5 for the 10th week in a row. And then the last little event, that's not really our event, but the Nationals in weightlifting is on the 14th of November, I believe. Come up to Melbourne and watch Tommy do that. Please do. In fact, the more people we get up there, the more we can get away with, because the Vic weightlifting or the Nationals, they're a bunch of librarians and they hate any progress in the sport. I want to go there and upset them by winning things, participating and being just generally loud and having fun, because that's what it should be. They're all super serious and like, oh, this is a serious sport. Shouldn't swear, but shut the f up. It's not that serious. I might bleep that out. Anyway, week in review, out. Weightlifters. Tomorrow, you're trying to get me lots of views there, mate.